U.S. military budget is now $695 billion. China is number 2 at $120 billion. We're about a 6-to-1 ratio over our closest competitor. Jesus, how much money do you need us to spend on nukes and defense spending before your friends that are defense contractors are happy enough?
Well, first of all, remember that domestic spending has been growing promiscuously under Obama, right? He's added $5 trillion to the national deficit. If he had a second term, you can assume he'll add $5 trillion more.
Let's talk about that. All right, we're going to take it one issue at a time, okay? So when you mention the $5 trillion, you know that a great majority of that was left over from the Bush administration, left a 1.2
What do you mean by leftover?
I'll tell you
what do you mean leftover?
Well, I'm going to explain it to you. 1.2 trillion per year when Obama came into office. That's because of the giant tax cuts that your friends got, the incredibly rich. That's because of the giant defense contracts that your friends got. That's because of the oil subsidies. That's because of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan that you were in favor of, the entire Republican Party was in favor of. 1.2 trillion a year left by Bush.
First of all, a president should take responsibility for the budgets that go under there. You know, you can't say that Obama for 5 years is simply carrying on the Bush legacy. Obama has had a chance to leave his imprint both on foreign policy and on domestic policy. He's the one who has taken the Palestinian position on Israel. He's the one who's telling the Egyptian military...
Only if it were
you
so.
Better, hold on. Cenk, laughing is not an argument. He's the one who tells the Egyptian military, you better turn over power to the Muslim Brotherhood or we'll cut off U.S. aid. These are
those are things that are empirically not true. First of all, Ehud Barak, the Israeli...
Empirically not true?
Yes. Ehud Barak, the Israeli defense minister, said President Obama has been more friendly to Israel than any president in his lifetime. And they asked him specifically, you mean all the presidents? He said, all the presidents. So you tell me you know better than the defense minister of Israel on whether President Obama has been great to Israel or not? Second of all, on Egypt, he didn't say hand them power over to Muslim Brotherhood. He said have a democracy, which is what I thought you guys were in favor of when you invaded Iraq. And now we have one and you find it inconvenient.
Well, there was a big pro-democracy movement in Iran in 2009, demonstrations just as big as Tahrir Square, except this was a pro-democracy movement that was pro-American and against the mullahs. What did Obama do? He said, let's stay out. Let's let the Iranians solve their own problems. So why does Obama intervene to overthrow an American ally, Mubarak?
Are you suggesting that President Obama is pro-mullah? Is that what you're suggesting?
No, I'm suggesting that Obama wants to reduce America's footprint on the world because he thinks we are stepping on the world.
Hi, this is Cenk Uygur. To see more of the Young Turks, go to current.com/getcurrent to make sure you get current TV.